I've seen him once since that event. Well, he seemed alright. Like he seemed fine, but like it was not long after when
I can't find my recording device, so we'll have to use this.
a GoPro on a selfie stick.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Well, I don't know where my recording device has gone.
So right, we were talking about Mr. Metal.
Hold on.
When did you last hear him? It's recording. I mean, you can see it.
Yeah, it's recording, but I've got to get it.
Your phone alarm's going off.
What do you mean?
Your phone alarm is going off. I don't know how else to say it. It's as simple as that.
Where is it?
As simple as you possibly can.
What do you mean? It's like big apple.
Tell it to me again.
Alright. I do have like a proper recording device, but so now. I don't know. I want. Have a proper recording device, but I don't know where the fuck it is. Anyway, maybe that'll do it.
It looks like it will be fine.
Yeah.
Is that a GoPro 10 Black?
It's a Hero.
The GoPro Hero 10 Black.
It's just the Hero. GoPro Hero.
Oh. What, does it not have a number attached to it?
No, it's just Hero. It was 200 quid. I bought it last week.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
What?
You never told me how much you'd spend.
That does look exactly the same as my GoPro, which is on.
Well, this is the GoPro Hero, which I bought from.
I'm aware of what you said it is.
Oh, did you see Lee get knocked off his bike?
Yeah,
What happened?
got knocked off his bike.
This is the GoPro Hero 10 Black.
All right, so is this like?
I don't know.
This is like the smallest one that they do.
So if you have a more recent one, I assume it's better rather than mine.
Well, we could have two.
Well, okay, right.
Put
Do you
another one over there or something,
Alright.
and then we can correlate the.
Yeah, 67%. That should do it.
We've got battery if you want to plug it in.
A battery.
Right. Yeah, power pack.
If needs be. Am I right leaving that there? Is that going to do you?
Just don't destroy the.
The Titanic. Oh no.
Yeah.
What would happen if that happened?
That would be very bad.
Yeah.
Right, it sort of takes the wind out of the conversation, doesn't it, when you put cameras on?
It does. It really fucking does. Cause
Did I make that up then? Did you roll over and realise and think that they'd left you and then roll over and realise?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the point, right? So I don't remember that ever happening. I don't remember any story.
This is Birkenhead, right? And you were definitely there, and it was with the Pogo.
Right, okay, so I joined the band the year after the Pogo.
No, you were there.
No, the entire tour of the Pogo, I wasn't there for.
Are you sure?
100%.
Because in my mind, you were asleep in the van. We got to the Birkenhead venue.
Yeah.
And it was a pub. And you said, I need to have a kip. So you went for a kip.
Oh, so, right, I slept on the floor of the gig at Taunton, which was the tour after the Pogo.
But the Pogo tour... No, it wasn't you.
It can't have been. I think maybe you're conflating two similar sort of like
For some reason, all the time in my head, I've had, it was you that were driving. Did you not drive and then try to have a kip in the van before we played, and then a load of scallies started fucking rocking the van?
That did no, absolutely not me.
That must have been Steve then, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that was Steve. Which explains maybe his lack of tolerance for band bullshit on that tour.
Yeah, Steve had. Well, that tour, you missed. Well, you didn't miss out.
I did. Oh. I think I did like 100% of the driving on that tour. The tour I was on.
Did you did 2 tours though?
I did tour. Sorry. I did 2. I did the first tour, which was just us, and then I did the one after, which was us and the
Vexed.
And the Vexed, yeah, which obviously was just us plus Deco and Velo.
Well, this particular one, for some reason, I've had it in my mind. Even though now, when I really think about it, you weren't playing bass, but for some reason you were driving the van. But somebody was driving the van.
Somebody must have driven the van.
Somebody was driving the van. And we pulled up to this pub in Birkenhead, and it was in the afternoon, and they said, which still in my mind, it was you, but it wasn't. Said, I need to go for a kip. So they went for a kip, and then they were woken up by a load of like chavas fucking rocking the van like this, right? And then came into the venue, and I thought, I'm sure it was you. It must have been Steve. Saying, fucking hell, I'm being fucking like attacked. And we were all just sat in the pub drinking.
I remember once in Glasgow, we left Dave to sleep in the van. Despite having a place to stay.
Yeah.
You argued that actually, Dave, you should probably sleep in the van.
No, someone had to stay with the equipment.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense a bit, I suppose.
It definitely makes sense. You never leave the equipment unattended, especially not in fucking Glasgow, you know.
And then you gave him a load of shit because he threw out a bottle full of piss.
Yeah. Yeah, we went up to the promoter's house, didn't we?
We had a life of luxury.
Yeah. And then when we came down, we opened the van, and we just lay there. Like, I remember, because Dave is weird, he doesn't really say very much, does he? But he doesn't though, does he? You sort of go, he's like laughing at the situation, he's just like, oh. And just threw out a bottle of piss.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? You can't do that.
Well, in fairness, you left the guy to...
what do you mean, I left?
You left the guy to finish...
What do you mean, I left? Hold on a second. How many people were in the band?
Smell.
I think there were 5 of us.
I think it's... if you're willing to object to the idea that you were in charge, that's fine.
Why am I in charge?
So you are objecting to the idea that you're in charge?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Smell, you were in charge.
Right, well...
And you told Dave that he had to sleep in the van.
Yeah, because someone had to look after the gear.
Right.
It was his turn.
So meanwhile, me and Jim got to sit and play... what was it? It was...
Was Steve with us then?
No, Steve had already left at that point.
Steve vacated the tour,
Steve had vacated the tour at that point. Yeah, no, it was just me and Jim played, what's it called? It's a driving game where you smash into everything.
Oh, Twisted Metal?
No.
Oh, Destruction Derby?
No, different one.
I don't know.
I can't remember what it's called.
But we played at that vegan restaurant, haven't we? In the basement.
Yeah, that was a great venue.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, big fan of that venue.
Yeah. What was it called? the whistle or something.
No, you're confusing it with Whistle Binkies, which was the Edinburgh gig that I was talking about earlier, where
We played to 2 people.
Well, we played to 2 people
who were just in there drinking.
Yeah. We played to a small group of people who weren't really there for the music.
I busted my hand open, and then you stole them. Well, you didn't steal it.
No. I basically, we got what I was promised.
Yeah, £50.
It's not even a huge amount. It was just, please let us have enough to.
Do you know our next Segregates gig is 400 quid?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, we never ever got 400 quid for a gig.
Without any negotiation either. It was just
Really?
like,
It was just like, oh yeah. Is that how inflation has worked since?
I don't know. I mean, when I sent to him, because someone had pulled it, we're playing a Motorhead weekend thing that they do every year on the 8th of May. The 8th of May, which they now call fucking Motorhead Day.
Of course, yeah. The 8th of May.
We played there a few times, but not for a few years. And someone pulled out. It was the guy from Wasp pulled out. Chris Holmes pulled out. And they were looking for the band, so they got in touch. And I immediately said, yeah, we can do it for 400 quid. I said, yeah, no problem.
Wow.
Whereas we couldn't get paid 50 quid.
50 quid was a long shot. Yeah. Just enough to cover our petrol up to the gig was like a ludicrous amount to some people.
Which was the gig where we played Taunton, and then the next gig was Edinburgh?
Yeah, no, that was the first tour.
That was the first tour.
No, that was the second tour. No, Taunton was the second tour because I remember.
We had Velo with us.
I remember we had the album.
Yeah.
And specifically, I remember that that Gotti was like, "Oh, here, look at our album. It has Robin from Random Hand on it." And I'm like, "Oh mate, I really don't want that to be the thing." And he was like, "Oh no, it's the thing.
That's still the thing."
It's an album that has Robin from Random Hand on it." I really
playing out of tune trombone or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I feel like it was somebody doing us a favour.
Do you remember recording that album? That Gotti said that you were out of tune.
Oh yeah.
And it turned out that Gotti was out of tune.
Yes, yeah.
And he recorded the entire album out of tune. And I wasn't there when Robin came down to do the trumpet or whatever it was. Trombone.
Oh no, he did trumpet as well.
Yeah.
Because what's her face from what were they? Sorry, Mibble. Make It Better Later.
Was that who?
It was somebody. Make It Better Later were a ska outfit from York.
Was that Susie?
Susie Scar. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you're completely right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Susie Scar promised to do. Promise makes it sound like. Yeah. Okay. Susie Scar said she would do trumpet for us, and then couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, but I believe her trumpet was already there. So Robin ended up doing trumpet and trombone.
Well, you called Robin in.
I called Robin.
And it was the day that I wasn't there. I was in at the studio.
You were not there for the day.
No, I wasn't there. No.
You weren't there for any of the time Robin was there.
No, I was either working or being lazy.
Okay.
I don't know, but I wasn't there.
So Robin. I think Robin did trumpet and trombone for everything.
But he couldn't figure out what key it was in, could he?
No, he was struggling a bit, yeah. As I recall, yeah.
But it's kind of works because it does sound good.
Well, like, for a reason I've never ever understood, a lot of like punky sort of things are done like half a step out of tune.
Yeah.
And I've never understood why that is a thing. And
well, this is the reason why it's one of those things. It's because punk bands don't know how to tune their equipment.
I remember being a thing like back when I was a kid, like learning all of these songs. It would be like, right, here's how you play Basket Case by Green Day. However, you need to tune down everything half a step.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, why do I have to tune everything? Like, I don't understand why it's a thing.
Well, in this particular reason, it was because Gotti had said that you were completely out of tune.
Because as it turned out, Gotti had a guitar tuner that was broken, and so he was convinced that everything needed to be out of tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was all out of tune.
Yeah.
And then Robin came and couldn't figure out what key to do the fucking brass.
I mean, to be fair though, he did make it work like very easily. It wasn't like he was like, oh guys.
Who was there? Who was at the studio then?
Well, I remember.
It was definitely you.
Me and Robin, obviously. I'm pretty sure Dave was there. I don't think Dave would have missed out on the opportunity to have been.
No.
To have been there with Robin. And,
no.
Yeah. So so definitely me, Dave, and Robin. I can't remember anyone else having been there.
I always thought it's because he'd been playing somewhere else.
Well,
like drop tuned or something.
So with the trombone, there isn't like an actual like.
Yeah.
You know, like you have a fret on a guitar.
I thought Gotti had been playing somewhere else, and he down tuned.
No, Gotti down tuned.
To do something else,
and
then
to say that because Gotti said that Lee was out of tune and he was going fucking mad, and you'd already recorded your.
He bought. I remember a thing of him being like, "Oh, here's a guitar tuner, Lee. I bought you a guitar tuner."
Oh no!
And I was like, "All right, great, cheers." I wasn't aware of it. No. That isn't how it happened. I think. I don't remember re-recording my bass.
No, you didn't re-record.
Yeah.
Because everything was out of tune in the actual record.
I think he re-recorded his guitar.
He re-recorded his guitar.
Yeah,
out of tune.
I think he, because I remember at first him being like, "Oh, I bought you a guitar tuner. Here's the thing. This will help." And I was like, "Oh yeah, great, cheers."
I think it was a nice friendly gift.
Well, I'm not the best at understanding when somebody has been
sarcastic or
yeah, like. So like it was like, "Oh yeah, great, oh yeah, cheers, yeah, that's great." Everyone can always do the guitar tuner, right? Like.
Working with Gotti is a very difficult thing.
I remember, there's to be honest, there's a lot with that. Like, I remember him. It was, you remember that the gig that I was talking about earlier, where you, I called upon you because I was like, "Oh shit, you know who's going to be good at dealing with this situation?"
Oh, the one in Leeds.
Yeah, in Leeds, where they were like, "You know what, guys, we're not going to pay you." I'm like, "All right, great, yeah, you know what?"
Well, do you know what she said to me?
I'm just going to have a word with Smell.
That bird. Do you know what she said to me?
Yeah, go for it.
I goes, "Have you got any money for us?" And she said, "Well, what we were thinking of doing was keeping the money, so then we could put it into the next gig that they were going to put on there."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "All right, yeah. We live in a fucking van." And she went, "Oh, yeah." And I said, "No, we won't fucking pay him." And eventually she gave us our 30 quid.
To be fair, she was being scammed by the venue. It wasn't a case that she was trying to scam us. It was just a case of she was being scammed by the venue and she thought, "Great, I'll just push this onto the band."
Yeah. But
yeah.
but the reason that she gave, I was thinking of saving this money for putting on the next gig. And I thought,
Yeah, no,
what the fuck?
The reason,
what do you mean? All right, so we're paying for the next band. So you're going to give this money to the next band?
The reason was that they had been promised X amount of money from the venue, as long as they had earned so much from the bar, and they hadn't earned whatever that number of money was from the bar. So the bar was like, well, I'm sorry, you guys haven't reached the qualifier, so therefore we keep all of our money and we need money. So basically it's like, we'll do the venue for free as long as you cover this much at the bar.
Yeah.
However, the problem was they put one person on the bar all night who was run off his fucking feet all night.
Oh, so they were never going to take enough money.
And they weren't going to take enough money. Everybody else was just going downstairs to get beers because it's, huge, massive queue at the bar upstairs, or you can just go downstairs and get your beer immediately.
Yeah.
So they did that, and then we're coming back up, and then they're like, yeah, you guys didn't cover enough at the bar, so we're going to demand 250 quid for it. And that's where the issue was. So they were being fucked over by the
venue.
They were being fucked over by the venue, and they were trying to push that onto us, which, to be fair, they shouldn't have been. But at the same time, it's like, they weren't the bad guys.
Yeah, and you can't blame them for trying.
Yeah, the venue were the bad guys.
No, but I always remember that, though.
Yeah,
we live in a fucking van.
We were living in a fucking van.
Do you know, like the Windmill and I? Get in the fucking van. It's like, we live in a fucking van.
We were living in a fucking van. And,
and that was, I think that was the second to last gig. Because after that, we played an extra gig in Thirsk.
I think that was the same. No.
Which John Homebrew put on.
No, we're again confusing the two tours. So, right. So, the gig we played at Santiago's.
That's it.
Yeah. Was... Oh, no, shit. No. You're right. The gig we played at Santiago's, then we had a day off. That was when I was living in the Leeds flat.
Yeah, we all stayed
there. And spent the night getting hammered and watching what's his face? Socialist comedian had a thing on Channel 4. What's his name?
Fuck me. Yeah, I know the guy you're on about.
Yeah.
Guy who got black hair.
Oh, that's narrowed it down, yeah.
Can't remember his fucking name.
Oh, fuck, what is his name?
Is it not Stuart? Is it Stuart?
It might be, but I might be just thinking of Stuart Lee, which,
The one name.
an unrelated...
Is he a Geordie?
No, he wasn't a Geordie. No, he's a London dude.
And he's got black hair?
I don't think he has black hair.
Are you making stuff up?
The guy that did the thing...
It was the whatever his name is project was the show.
Yeah. And one of the episodes was he flew a hot air balloon over Fylingdales.
Yeah. Okay, this sounds very
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, this is like his whole shtick was, I'm wasting Channel 4 budget on stupid shit that I think is funny.
Yeah.
And or politically kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah, I remember that.
He had black hair.
I think he had like dark hair, brown hair or something. But
I remember seeing the Ollie's flat once. What was that for? We all stayed.
That was then.
Yeah.
Was I there?
Yeah.
I
was a health booze, wasn't we?
Yeah, I remember driving out to pick you up. Because you like, I think on that night.
No. When we played Santiago's, Sadie and Rachel came to the gig, and then we went back to yours, and then after that, it was the last date of the tour. It was an extra. It's not on the fucking tour flyers or anything. We went and played Thirsk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mark Thomas.
Mark Thomas.
Still-
Mark Thomas Project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a good series? It sounds like a good series.
Yeah, it's a great series. It's very hard to get hold of, though, to be fair. Mark Thomas. I've got a torrent of it running.
And who was the guy that you were living with? The original Random Hand guitarist.
Oh, Matt Crusher.
Yeah. It's a shame. What's he doing now?
Fuck right. So
He's got the website, guys.
I got he messaged me a few years ago. Now I realise it's a few years ago. With like, oh yeah, I just wanted to check in and see how things are going. And at the time, it was like, oh, like, you know, maybe I can come visit, maybe you can come visit me or whatever. And I was like, at the time, I sent a message back saying, oh yeah, you know, I'm kind of busy for the next like few weeks, but I'll sort something out. And I've never sorted something out.
Oh, that's not very good.
No, it's not. And I'm a horrible shit of a human
There's
being.
only Robin and fuck, what's his name? The bass player.
Matt Tilston.
Yeah, they're the only ones left now, aren't
Sorry, Joe Tilston.
Joe Tilston.
Joe
yeah.
Tilston. Sorry. Yeah, Tilston and Robin are the only two left. The drummer is the guy who replaced Dimmers, though. I think he's still the guy.
Yeah, it's not the same, though, is it?
Well, it's not the same from my perspective from like 20 years ago, but I don't think that really flies anymore. He's been the drummer for the last fucking like 15 years. What the fuck am I?
Yeah, I bumped into them all. I saw them play at Bearded Theory Festival, and I bumped into Tilston and Robin after they played. And I was like, what happened to the rest of the guys? I said, because now they've got a guy that just plays in his pants.
Have they?
Yeah, the guitarist who just plays in his pants.
Oh, okay. I can understand that. And then I always fucking hated playing in socks.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, I always take my
no
shoes
shoes.
off.
No
Yeah.
shoes.
It wasn't. It was never like. It was never oh, this is my thing. It was always just like, fuck me, I get really hot in my shoes. And then you would fucking break glasses over your head, and I'm like, what the fuck am I meant to do now?
I didn't do a lot of that though, did I? I don't think.
You did.
More than you should have.
Yeah.
I remember. Do you remember me having to super glue your head back together?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's.
That was at that was that venue where we played. Oh yeah, that was with Gotti. That was the second gig. I can't remember where it was, but the first gig we played that pub, I think, and I ended up sleeping under a table in the pub.
Sounds like you.
And I remember after we played, they let everybody else in, and there was a load of like girls like harassing me. So I just remember just going like this and slipping under the table and going to sleep until they went away.
Okay, I think this was definitely pre-Lee then, or post-Lee. Sorry, or pre-Lee.
It might have been
Do you know-
gluing your mum. I remember gluing your head back together at your mum's house.
That might have been a one-off gig. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that might have been a long, long time ago. Because I got stuck to your head, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having an early night. I'm knackered. I didn't sleep well last night, did you? Well, you did. I know you did because you snored next to me all bloody night.
Well, I'll catch it up.
I just keep waking up in the middle at night, like 3-4 times a night, absolutely thirsty for a week. Maybe I need to set the alarm off a bit.
I have to go get. I'm not filling the keg up again.
How could that amazing fridge? Well, I don't know if you noticed.
Just be open with it, you're being scammed. For 70 quid. Absolute fucking ludicrous.
What you're about?
The smell's being scammed and he refuses to admit
Oh,
it.
I was being scammed with.
He paid 70 quid for a cassette.
Oh no.
And he was like, oh no, because it has to be at a specific frequency. I'm like, I could have made you I could have made a recording at a specific frequency for you.
He's a
Yeah.
fool.
But he's like, no, but you wouldn't have known that it was at that specific frequency at the point of recording.
He's
Like,
a sucker for a gimmick,
absolutely.
and there's no telling him. I don't know.
70 quid, like,
I know.
if they'd have asked for 20 quid for it, I'd be like, alright, fair dues. Like,
You still would have thought it would do though. You'd have been like, would
well,
you?
I would, but then I would have thought, like, okay, you know what? The amount of effort they've had to go to ensure that it's all level, fine. For 20 quid, I'm like, but 70 quid? No, that is a scam.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
It's not a scam.
No, it's a scam.
No, that
It's
cassette is produced on a properly collaborated cassette machine.
Okay,
That's what they
so
told you,
now
right?
you have a correctly calibrated cassette machine.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you are freely able to sell those for 70 quid a pop.
I don't know, because I don't know if I've got it precisely
Yeah.
collaborated. But no, the thing is, no, manufacturers had those cassette tapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Nakamichi, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What cassette tape is?
Yeah. No, but to get a Nakamichi, like a one that was used by the engineers and stuff, about fucking 300 quid.
Yes, but that's because they don't produce them anymore.
Correct.
That's not because of the
Correct.
value of them. That is because...
Yeah, because you can't get them anymore.
Yeah, but what I'm saying here is that, like, what you were paying for was £70 worth of somebody else's time.
And
I don't believe that you got that.
No, and the fact that they had calibrated their machine.
So now you have calibrated your machine
to their machine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now you are in that same position where you can charge somebody 70 quid a pop for that. Because you are hesitating leads me to believe that you have been scammed.
No, the point is that they were using a much more expensive machine. The machine they were using is £3,000.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, the Nakamichi Dragon, right, which is like the top of the food chain.
Okay, so that is the top level of cassette recording.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was set up perfectly and they recorded these things. Well, anyway, it fucking worked.
Do you know what I think?
Because without it, you don't know. You don't know.
I think it would have worked as fine if you had just used a cassette from somebody who wasn't charging you 70 quid.
No, because I've got loads of them as well. Where are we? I've got them in here. I've bought loads. I bought a few for like 20 quid, and it's never been right.
If you
because, do you know how I know it's not right?
Go for it.
Because I used that Soviet machine to check if it was right. And it
No,
wasn't fucking right.
Any of these tapes sounded different.
And it wasn't fucking right. Tapes are very expensive now. A Type 4, right? A Type 4 metal cassette, which is like the greatest quality of tape that you can get on a cassette. A brand new sealed one goes for between £30 and £100.
Why is it worth more if it's sealed?
Well, because it's never been used.
Why does that matter?
Well, because it's fresh tape.
Everything's worth more if it's sealed, though, isn't it, surely?
Well, what I'm meaning more is like why is it worth more?
Because they're not produced anymore.
But it does the same thing as the one that's been opened.
That's
the point.
That's where.
Well, it might do. If you know, I tend to buy things that have already been, people that have already recorded and stuff, and that's how I get my tapes, right? They're like good quality ones. Because they don't make good quality tapes anymore.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't. I'm fully willing to agree to that.
They don't, because the laws now. It's like the compounds in the, the chemical compound of making this tape is it's against the law now because of fucking, the ozone and all that sort of shit.
Now you've gone off on one. Yeah, now I want to drill into this and find out what the fuck you're talking about.
What do you mean?
I'd explained earlier of I remember CDRs being a thing that was expensive, but it would do its job, and instead it got replaced by a thing that was cheap, and you would throw away like 3/5 of the material.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to tapes as well, because CDRs came in.
Sorry, I was fine with that. The bit that I'm not fine with is the bit where you're all like, yeah, you see, because there are chemical compounds and blah blah.
Yeah, it's banned. No, it's banned.
That's where it starts.
Banned. The production of these types of tape are banned.
That's the bit where it sounds to me like you're being scammed. Is the bit where you're the bit where it sounds like you're being scammed is the bit where they're telling you this is the only place where you can get this. It's not a case of
you have to buy these tapes on eBay now. There's no place.
Yeah,
it's just people put signed metal cassettes, sealed metal cassettes on eBay.
I'm fully willing to understand that there isn't a market for.
Well, there is. There's a massive market.
Yeah,
for
no, sorry.
Because it's dwindling so much. How many are left?
Exactly, like the same as CDRs. I'm fully under.
No, not the same as CDRs.
Why not the same as CDRs?
Because you can still make CDRs as good as these.
That's the bit that's concerning me.
No.
That's
it's a different process, isn't it?
Well, like Right, okay, so tapes are still produced for other purposes than audio.
Tapes, right, there's type 1, type 2, and type 4. Type 3, tried and failed. Right? They're the rarest.
What's up with the
But
type?
you can still get
Don't ask about
you
type
can still
3.
get brand
Type 3 is magic.
No, it literally you can't fucking nobody's ever
Mate,
fucking
right.
seen one.
Like you,
Okay, tapes are still produced, just not for audio, right?
No, it's for all. What else are they produced for?
For backup of digital media.
Yeah, that goes on, but
The
that's
police.
different. But I'm talking about cassette tapes, right? The tape used in them is now just ferric tape.
What's where you're putting your hand?
Sorry. Whereas type 2 are chrome tape.
Okay.
Type 4 are metal tape.
But-
What type 3?
Okay, so like, but the point is that tape is good enough to store, let's say, historical data, right? Like, it's okay to store your medical records on tape. However, the
If you're-
clash is somehow no, you can't possibly store that on tape. Like,
No, the fidelity of the sound.
but we can store.
You can store more information on Type 4 cassette than you can on ferric, right? More bandwidth.
But if you can store something digitally, then you aren't.
Yes, but Lee, I'm making cassettes. If I just wanted to store stuff digitally,
But-
I wouldn't be fucking around with all
But
this
you can
stuff, would I?
store things digitally on tape. So I
Yeah, you
don't
can.
believe that there is some kind of magical element to tape.
No, there is. If you listen to a Type 1 and a Type 4, Type 4 is like imperceivable of the source recording
You two are boring the fucking
to
life out
the,
of me.
to the tape, right?
I
A
understand.
Type 1 has
Naturally.
loads of background hiss on it.
Do you remember when you told me you had a solution to you had a winning strategy to roulette? Do you remember that? Do you remember when you said you had a winning theory to roulette? And I told you, no, you don't. And the more I pushed on it,
That's
the
a
more you
different
said,
thing, man.
the more you
That's a
said,
different
no,
thing."
look, I'll prove it. And you started gambling on roulette.
Yeah, that's a different thing. That's the theory of a drunk man. Right, cassette tape is a fucking scientific thing.
No, but what I'm saying is if you can store things, if you can store it digitally on tape,
No,
then
but
you
the
can
point
store
is,
it.
the point is, you record an album onto Type 1 tape, which is available now.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
some people still making it, right?
Uh-huh.
The background hiss makes it sound horrible, right?
Okay. Yeah.
If you get a brand new sealed Type 4 metal cassette, there is no background hiss. And also, the bass and the treble are as they should be. You cannot split the original to the cassette recording.
But no, sorry. The point there was that you were insisting that there was like, oh no, I'm sorry. There is now a law against making tape.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that.
No, there is.
Because we can store.
There is. They're not allowed.
No, dude. There are companies producing tapes right now that can, not do, but can store, like, information at the quality you're requesting.
Well, listen. The reason what everyone's been told is because they don't make Type 4 tapes anymore. A, because there's not the demand for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
B, the process that does it gives off fucking toxic fumes or whatever, which are not allowed.
But what I'm saying is they could be producing tapes at the quality of that you're requesting that don't produce the pheromones or whatever. The fuck.
Possibly, if a company was like so asked to be inclined to do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but it
basically,
doesn't happen. What I'm saying is, what's available now is Type 1, really shit basic tapes.
Yeah.
So, to get the really good quality tapes, which are not being produced right now, you've got to spend a lot of money.
Which is exactly the same as I was saying for CDRs. The whole point of this is that you were insisting that there was some kind of law stopping.
Yeah, well, apparently that is the thing.
I don't believe that to be the case.
Well, look into it yourself. You're only learning this from me. I'm learning it from reading it on the fucking internet.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you should maybe not believe everything you read.
Well, what I'm saying is, before you fucking poo-poo my things, you should have a look into it yourself.
Okay, right. So I shouldn't have an opinion until what?
No, you should... Look, I know what I'm talking about.
Do you?
Yeah. How many fucking cassette tapes have you got?
You are making it sound like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about. I definitely do. And you better recognise, Lee. Do you want to listen to MF Doom?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Anytime. You don't have any King Ghidorah on record, is it?
I don't have King Ghidorah, actually, no. In fact, I ain't even bootlegged King Ghidorah. I do have some... got Danger Doom.
I mean, any of it is... I do enjoy Danger Doom as well.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we'll put Danger Doom on then.
What's that? Yeah, so I really want to know what year all of this stuff was now. Was Danger Doom when he was like kind of exiled from his home country, or?
I'm not sure. All of this is a Type 1 ferric tape, right?
Okay.
So do you know what we do with Type 1 ferric tapes? We use Dolby noise reduction. That's why it exists. Do you understand that?
No.
You know, you get Dolby B, Dolby C, Dolby S.
I'm aware of Dolby as a brand name. I'm not aware of it.
Well, on cassette things, you can put on Dolby noise reduction, and it's to take away the hiss from Type 1 ferric cassettes, right?
2005. So.
Boys.
Sorry, Danger Doom. 2005. It's before.
Alright, well, the point is, if you use a chrome or metal tape, Type 2 or Type 4, you don't need any Dolby noise reduction because it can withhold that information and give it back without the fucking background hiss. Right?
Yeah. I understand entirely. That isn't my point.
Well, all I'm saying to you is, apparently the reason why they don't make them anymore is because of the laws of the fucking VOCs and all this shit.
Yeah.
Right? And they might not make, that might be a lie. They might not make them because no fucker buys them anymore. But... anyway, do you want something to eat?
I would love some chili.
Control a mix between Superfly Snooker and the Super Hole. Super MC like El Super Libre. Digest a group and sell the poop on eBay. Danger with the best screaming, shoot the DJ. Clicking over 2 chickens freeway. 4 in the 5, a corp on the freeway. Villain find a way to make it pay whatever we say. State your intentions. I really love your tape, but I hate your inventions. Very well. Thought you want a brownie? You took off the mask and whispered, "Put me where you found me." You kept the shape of digits in a chunk. Once joined the rap click, midgets into crunk. Did a solo on the oboe. Could've sold $1 million, then the villain went for Dolo. And cited creative differences. Basically, they hated, he left no jaded witnesses. Rappers suck when they spit, I doubt them. The crap they sing about, you wanna slap the fucking shit out of them. Time waits for no man. On a blind date, a lover with a slow chrome hand. Jumping by his shoes, hot study Rogan. Buzzing with the news, calling Potbelly Conan. No freak barbarian, a strict vegetarian, a sick pair of married men. The beat is like a sweet kick in the rear end. The stiff made her lose the lipstick and hairpin. She said, "Damn, act like you know, man. You know what I'm asking on, show me what you own, man. Tell her brush her grill and wash her face and homie. Do when they got hot like if you wash it got corona. What we have here is a failure to communicate. If you're gonna hate, might at least get your rumors straight about doing the great. A lot more confident. Came a long way since the days we had to rhyme for rent. It was time well spent. Spelt